plus iy. Z is equal to x plus iy. Then modulus of z is represented by mod z is equal to root of x square plus y square. In the complex plane, if this is a point x plus iy, then its modulus mod z is root of x square plus y square. This is the origin, which is the intersection of x and imaginary axis, x axis and imaginary axis. This origin can also be represented in this form: 0 is equal to 0 plus I into 0 in the form of complex number. If we find the distance between the 2 points xy and 0, 0 by using the distance formula in plane, we find the distance between these 2 points. Suppose this is z and this is O. Then OZ distance will be root of x minus 0 square plus y minus 0 square, which is root of x square plus y square. Hence, modulus of a complex number z is nothing but its distance from origin. This line joining z and origin has length root of x square plus y square. Mod z representing distance of point z from origin. It is called as modulus of a complex number. For example, let z is equal to 2 plus 4i. Then modulus of z is equal to, here real part of z is 2, imaginary part of z is 4. Hence mod z is equal to root of x square plus y square. Our x value is 2 and y value is multiple of I, which is 4. By substituting the required values, 2 square plus 4 square, this is 4 plus 16, which is root of 20. Hence mod z is equal to root 20. If z is equal to x plus iy, then argument of z is represented by arg of z, which is tan inverse of y upon x. Y is imaginary part of z, x is imaginary part of z. Then in general, argument of any complex number is tan inverse of y upon x. But depending on the signs of real parts and imaginary part of complex number z, we find the argument of z. If we are in first quadrant, then x greater than 0 and y greater than 0, then the value of argument of z is given by tan inverse of y upon x. Second point, if x is less than 0, y greater than 0, then argument of z is equal to pi minus tan inverse of mod of y upon x. In third quadrant, if x is less than 0 and y is less than 0, then argument of z is equal to minus pi plus tan inverse of mod of y upon x. In fourth quadrant, x greater than 0, y less than 0, then argument of z is equal to minus tan inverse of mod of y upon x. In first quadrant, the formula for argument of of z is tan inverse y upon x. For example, find argument of the complex number minus 2 minus 2i. Z is equal to minus 2 minus 2i. Here real part of z is negative, imaginary part of z is minus 2 negative, hence we are in third quadrant. If x less than 0, y less than 0, then argument of z is equal to, in third quadrant we have this argument minus pi plus tan inverse of mod of y upon x. Y value is minus 2, x value is minus 2. This is minus pi plus tan inverse of mod of minus 2 upon minus 2, which is minus pi plus tan inverse of 1. Tan inverse of 1 is 45 degree, that means pi by 4. This is equal to minus pi plus pi by 4, which is equal to minus 4 pi plus pi upon 4, which is equal to minus 3 pi upon 4. This is the value of argument of z. Because z is in third quadrant, we have used this formula. Similarly, depending on the sign of real and imaginary parts of z, we use the formula to find argument of z. The questions are: find the modulus and argument of a complex number I upon, we take another example, 1 plus 2i upon 3 minus 4i plus 2 minus I upon 5i. Find the argument and modulus of the complex number. First, we require real part and imaginary part of this complex number. Then we can find modulus of complex number by using the formula square root of real part square plus imaginary part square and argument of z depending on the sign of x and y, that is real part and imaginary part. So we need to separate the real imaginary part of this number. Let us call this as z. 1 plus 2i upon 3 minus 4i plus 2 minus I upon 5i. It is in the form of z1 upon z2. Therefore, we multiply and divide by 3 plus 4i to the first term and minus 5i to the second term. As if we take z1 is equal to 3 minus 4i, then its conjugate will be 3 plus 4i. Therefore, we multiply this term by complex conjugate of denominator only, which is 3 plus 4i. Similarly, if you have z2 is 5i, its real part is 0, hence z2 conjugate is equal to minus 5i. This number is nothing but 0 plus 5i. You are taking its conjugate, hence only change the sign of imaginary part, not the real part. Because here real part is 0, we have changed the sign for imaginary part, which is plus 5, and after changing it will be minus 5 into imaginary number I. Hence Z2 conjugate is equal to minus 5i, multiplying divide this term by minus 5i, multiply and divide first term by 3 plus 4i. 1 plus 2i upon 3 minus 4i into 3 plus 4i upon 3 plus 4i plus 2 minus I upon 5i into minus 5i upon minus 5i, which is equal to, the multiplication of numerator is 1 plus 2i into 3 plus 4i divided by 3 minus 4i into 3 plus 4i plus 2 minus I into minus 5i upon 5i into minus 5i. We know that if z is x plus iy, then its modulus mod z is root of x square plus y square. If we take z bar, it will be x minus iy, and the modulus of z bar is equal to root of real part square plus imaginary part square. Real part is x, imaginary part of z bar is minus y, so it will be minus y and then its square. The modulus of complex number z is root of the real part square plus imaginary part square. Modulus of conjugate of complex number z, that is z bar, is root of real part of z bar square plus imaginary part of z bar square. But imaginary part of z bar is minus y, hence it is root of x square plus minus y net square. Root of x square plus negative square is positive, hence z is, if z bar is complex conjugate of z, then mod z is equal to mod z bar. If we take multiplication and then modulus, that means mod of z into z bar. If we take z into z bar is equal to, z into z bar will be x plus iy into x minus iy. The product is x square minus ixy plus ixy minus y square plus y square, because I into I is I square minus I square, because I square is minus 1 minus I square is equal to plus 1. After multiplication of second term to second term, we will get minus I square into y square, but minus I square value is 1, hence it is plus y square. Plus ixy minus ixy are same with opposite signs, as they are cancelling, x square plus y square. This is z into z bar. This x square plus y square is mod z square. This gives us x square plus y square is equal to mod z square. Hence, z into z bar is equal to mod z square. Because mod z square is x square plus y square, we have x square plus y square is equal to product z into z bar. Therefore, z into z bar is mod z square. Similar thing is happening here. Z into z bar. Z into z bar is mod z square. 1 plus 2i into 1 plus 4i will be 1 into 3 is 3 plus 1 into 4i is 4i plus 2 into 3 is 6 into I is same, 2 into 4 is 8 I square divided by, this is in the form of z bar whose value is mod z square. Here z is 3 plus 4i, hence its modulus z square will be 3 square plus 4 square. Because if you take z is equal to 3 plus 4i, then mod z is equal to root of 3 square plus 4 square. Hence mod z square will be 3 square plus 4 square, which is 9 plus 16, which is 25. The denominator is 3 square plus 4 square. Because of this formula, we give this reason here. where z into z bar is mod z square, plus this multiplication is minus 5 into 2 minus 10 into I, minus I into minus 5i is plus 5i square, divided by using similar result we will get 5 square, which is 25. This is equal to 3 plus 4i plus 6i will be 10i. 8 into I square, I is equal to root minus 1, I is equal to root minus 1, so I square will be minus 1. Hence this 8 into I square is minus 8, divided by 3 square plus 4 square is 25, plus minus 10i, and this is 5 into I square is minus 1, hence it is minus 5 minus 10i divided by 25. For the first term, the addition of 3 and minus 8 is minus 5 plus 10i upon 25, plus the second term is minus 5 minus 10i upon 25. Denominator of both the terms is same, hence we can add the numerator. The left side is z is equal to minus 5 plus 10i minus 5 minus 10i upon 25 is the denominator. Minus 10i and plus 10i are cancelling, hence we get z is equal to minus 5 upon 25, which is equal to minus 1 upon 5. Hence we are getting the complex number z as minus 1 upon 5. What we have done? 1 plus 2i upon 3 minus 4i, we have multiplied numerator and denominator by conjugate of denominator 3 plus 4i, plus for the second term also we have multiplied and divided by conjugate of 5i, which is minus 5i. Numerator multiplication is by term wise, and this numerator multiplication is also by term wise. 2 into minus 5i is minus 10i, minus plus 5i square. After substituting the value of I square, we get minus 1 into 10i and the final calculation is z is equal to minus 1 upon 5. Therefore, the complex number is z is equal to minus 1 upon 5. Its real part is 0, so we write here 0 into I. Hence, mod z is, by using the formula, mod z is equal to root of x square plus y square. Here root of x is real part minus 1 upon 5 square, plus imaginary part is multiple of I 0 square, which is root of 1 upon 25 plus 0. After taking square root 1 upon 5, we should have to take the positive square root because mod z measures the distance of z from origin. Hence mod z is equal to 1 upon 5. You can also take the modulus of z by using the complex number, because z is real number minus 1 upon 5, its mod will become plus 1 upon 5. Argument of complex number, we have the value of z is equal to minus 1 upon 5. Z is equal to minus 1 upon 5. It can be rewritten as minus 1 upon 5 plus 0i. So this point is in which quadrant? Minus 1 upon 5, and y coordinate is 0. Therefore, this is the point minus 1 upon 5. It lies on negative x-axis. The argument of z, complex number, measures the angle from positive x-axis. The minus 1 upon 5 point lies on the negative x-axis. The angle of negative x-axis from positive x-axis is 180 degree. Therefore, argument of z is equal to 180 degree, or we can say pi radian, because minus 1 upon 5 is on negative x-axis. Geometrically, argument of any complex number z measures an angle from positive direction of x-axis to the line joining origin and Z. That is, if we have a complex number Z in the second quadrant, here is our complex number Z. This is the line joining origin and Z, and this is positive x-axis, this is imaginary axis. Argument of Z is nothing but the angle made by the line OZ with the positive direction of x-axis in counterclockwise. This angle theta is called as argument of Z. Our Z point is -1/5, which is on negative side of x-axis. So the angle of negative x-axis with positive x-axis is 180 degree. So this angle is 180 degree, which is the argument of complex number Z. Thank you.